Hey guys, half a day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are watching from. Thank you for joining my live stream. As of right now, we as in the hubby and I,
In case I don't see you again, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
we are still here in South Carolina. We actually head back home. Oh, I found it and I'm losing it again. But we will be heading back home to Texas tomorrow. So it's going to be another long drive. The plan is still to do this as a straight drive from South Carolina to Texas. And when tomorrow actually makes it 2 weeks since we came out here. But what do you call that? It's almost 16 hours. So we were, to include all the stops and everything, we were on the road over 16 hours. So it wasn't too bad. The unfortunate thing about this time around with us doing the drive back to back home to Texas is that, yeah, the weather for the next 3 days, not just here in South Carolina, but even across the areas that we're going to be driving through tomorrow, it's going to be raining. We don't know how bad the rain is. I mean, rain isn't going to hurt the drive. It just might slow it down. So yeah, that's then an unfortunate thing with tomorrow's drive. But not heading anywhere. Today's live stream, hopefully the phone doesn't fall on me or fall. Come on, be nice. It's probably still gonna fall forward. Because I don't think it'll, because I have, my phone is the folding kind. And I don't think it's going to, hey, welcome in, half a day. Thank you for joining my live stream. Good evening, good morning, depending on where you're watching from. Half a day, that's how we say hello in Guam. I'm not in Guam, that's where I'm from. Currently, I'm coming to you live from South Carolina. But today's live stream is from Turkey. Nice. How are you? Thank you for joining my live stream. Good morning. But this is part of my Sunday Fun Day, as well as part of my Vlogmas, which is vlog and Christmas put together. And it's also going to be part of my The More You Know. So if you're not new to if you're new to my channel, this one really is a lot about gig work. You know, we do shopping for customers. We do restaurant food pickups and deliveries. Hold on. There we go. The seating is set to my husband and he's taller than me, so I had to raise the seat a little bit. But we do a lot of that. So my video really just has to do with, you know, picking up food, delivering it and whatnot. But I also wanted this to be a part of my The More You Know series. It's where I share a little bit more information that I learned along the way with gig work as well as YouTube. You know, for those that are looking to start a channel, or they are still trying to grow their channel and get it to the monetized level, which is what I'm trying to work on. As of this live stream, I'm sitting at 717 subscribers. So thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed to my channel and continues to follow. I truly, truly appreciate that. But I'm still trying to get to the 1,000 subscribers. So for those of you guys that are watching this as part of a live or even as part of the replay and subscribe to my channel, thank you so much. But feel free to hit that like button and share this out so that in that way more people will be able to see this video, and it helps with my watch hours as well. But like I said, I'm hoping a few more people will jump onto the live stream before I start sharing some of that information. But typically, whenever I first start the live stream, it is hard. And I've seen other people do the same thing when they first start their live. If no one is really, joined the live stream or actively chatting. But everyone is welcome. We want to keep this fun, but definitely we want to keep the chat friendly. So, well, thank you for saying that. And welcome to my channel. Let me see. This is what I wear out sometimes. I either do this or I have a Santa hat. I wear a Santa hat. But welcome in. Thank you guys so much for joining my live stream. When it comes to my live streams, for the most part, it's open topic. But sometimes I do like to make sure I provide information, for those that join my live stream or subscribe to my channel. But I tried to provide information a lot about gig work. Sometimes it is about YouTube. And then just other bits of information that I thought people should know that might not have to do with either of those topics. And then I have this. Well, those are very kind words, Mitch. Thank you. Thank you for sharing and thank you for popping in. But this is sometimes what I just started wearing this yesterday. But this is what I did. I just put it. There we go. To spread that holiday cheer. I got these from Walgreens. If you're here in the US, I got these from Walgreens. So I think it's different. So well, welcome, Mel. Thank you so much for popping in, especially from Australia. I love it, and I've said this before in my previous live streams, but I love it when viewers that pop in are international. Someone that, I don't know if they're still here or not, but I've already had someone chime in to say they're watching from Turkey. Now you're saying Australia. I've had a couple of nights ago, it was someone from Ireland. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm from Guam. It's a very tiny island in the Pacific, in the South Pacific, a lot smaller than Hawaii. And the way we say hello, I mean, we do have our own language, and it happens to be also the name of our people, but it's called Chamorro. And usually when you want to say hello to someone that's from Guam, you want to say half a day. Not half a day, but it's half a day. I mean, there's bugs everywhere. Hi, Mark. Welcome in. Thank you so much for popping into my live stream. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know where that's at. Begins with the K. So I apologize. So if you ever meet someone that's from Guam, or you ever get the opportunity to go to Guam, to say hello, it's hafa day. And to say goodbye, it's the same way you would say it in Spanish. So hello is hafa day, goodbye is adios. So now you guys have learned 2 words in a different language. Yeah. So, I mean, and that's fine, because there's, you know, like I said, we are a tiny island in the South Pacific. And because where our island is, it's close to the international date line. So there's a saying, because we're a U.S. territory, there's a saying that goes, it's where America's day begins. Because as the sun is rising, and that we are the closest U.S. territory to the international date line, so as the sun is rising, it's where America's day begins. Hello, hafa day. Thank you for popping in. There you go again. Well, thank you for joining my live stream again. No, I'm actually just parked right in front of my sister-in-law's house. I didn't want to do the live stream in the house because I didn't want them to have to worry about not watching TV or anything like that. So I decided to just hang out in the car while I do my live stream. So not sitting in a store parking lot this time. Maybe. It's possible. But like I said, if you weren't here at the start of the live stream, I wanted this to be part of my Vlogmas, which this makes day 8. And I'll be posting or going live every day and through until Christmas Day. And this is also part of my The More You Know. Make you stay in the car alone. He's not making me. This was my choice. He could come out and join me if he wanted to. He's watching the live stream right now. But he's hanging out with his sister. He's spending time with his sister because we head back home tomorrow. We drive back to Texas tomorrow. Hey, Chuck. Hafa day. I'm glad you were able to pop in. I was just getting ready to start sharing some information and as part of my The More You Know series. But the first thing, for those of you guys that are, and Chuck, you probably already know about this because, you know, you've been monetized for a while, and maybe you can even shed a little bit more light on it. But this was something I just learned the other night. And Mary of Mary's Gigs channel, she was able to help me figure it out. Hello and hafa day. Thank you for watching from Vietnam. But this has to do for those that are looking to monetize their channel. And if you by chance are an iPhone user and you want to support a channel by not just subscribing, but once they're monetized, to also purchase their membership. What I found out is that iPhone users, when they attend someone's live stream and they want to support that channel by purchasing a membership, unfortunately, you're unable to. That's right. That's right. We're great no matter where we're from. But so if you're an iPhone user and you want to purchase a membership, unfortunately, when you hit that money symbol that you'll see down there by the chat window, it'll probably just show you the super stickers and the super chat, which you can still support the channel by purchasing those things, but it just doesn't give you the option to purchase a membership. So just keep that in mind. And the 2 ways that you can actually get around that is if you're gifted a membership by someone else, and then after that, you can just renew it on your own and continue supporting the channel that way. The other way to purchase a membership is if you do it from your laptop. If you're able to do it from your laptop, when you go to that that channel's live stream, you'll be able to purchase a membership that way. When you hit that little money symbol, you should be able to see all three options, which is memberships, super stickers, and super chat. So those are just, other than, of course, just by watching the videos, attending the live stream, hitting that like button, you can support the channel those ways as well. Super stickers, super chat, and memberships. So just keep that in mind for my fellow, well, I use Android, so that's why I did not know this. The only Apple product we have really is an iPad. I've actually bought him Power 2s for Christmas and his birthday, the cordless one, especially after he lost the charger. We had to get another one, the base charger for it, or at least maybe just the cord. But the other thing I wanted to share, again, especially if you're a fellow gig worker and you use an app like Uber Eats. If you're not familiar with what Uber Eats is, it's a delivery app. It's a delivery app where you can, select from so many different restaurants and have it delivered to you. But anyways, if you are looking to becoming an Uber Eats driver, and thank you so much for saying that and popping into my live stream. Don't forget to smash the like button. But and I've been an Uber Eats driver for 1.5 years, possibly 2 years now. And in the past, whenever you have an issue when you're at the pickup portion of it, whether the restaurant never received the order or the restaurant happens to be closed for whatever reason, when you reach out to support, you would typically receive some type of compensation. And what I would receive is $3. That's what I would receive in the past. But apparently that's changed. And some of you might have already known this, and some of you might not. So if you are an Uber Eats driver and haven't experienced this yet, when you accept an order and you go there and come to find out that either the restaurant never received the order or the restaurant is closed and you call support, now you won't be compensated at all. So it's called Just Eat, and I don't know how you say that, Devu. So I guess that might be similar to Uber Eats and DoorDash then for your food deliveries. But that's still pretty cool. That means if we ever visit, that's something that we might look into to doing, and that way we can still be making money. But yeah, so just Deliveroo. Are you familiar with that, Chuck? But so that was something that, I didn't know had updated, because I don't think that is fair. If Uber Eats is going to allow an order to go through and send it to a driver, and it's the driver that has to find out that, oh, the restaurant's closed, has nothing to do with the driver, but yet we took the time to go to the restaurant to find that out from wherever we were at, to accept that offer and to go there and find out. Yes, because I watch London Eats. Ah, okay. That's cool. So now they took away that compensation. So just keep that in mind. I mean, it sucks that you're gonna, that's gonna be in the back of your head that, but I got compensated when that happened, so it hadn't changed yet. But I did receive a $30-something offer on Uber Eats for a donut place, and it was in the evening. It was early evening, but still, it was in the evening, so I was already a little hesitant about that one. But got there, and they were unable to fulfill the order because it was already too late in the day. And so I called Uber Eats, and I still got compensated the $3. So it sucks when you think you're going to get, a good pay for delivery, and find out you can't even do the pickup and not even get any type of compensation. So I think that sucks if they're going to take that away and put it on the driver. They're like, oh, well, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for all your hard work, but there's nothing we can do. It's out of our hands. So, and that kind of ties into, and I brought this up before, but I just want to bring it up again in case you didn't know about it. But there's an app in Texas that's only for Texas, I guess, as of now. But it works with the large grocery chain called H-E-B. And it also works with restaurants as well. So it's a mix of a restaurant pickup and deliver as well as curbside or shopping for the customer at a grocery store. But when it comes to the restaurant pickups and delivery, unfortunately, you're going to face the same thing with that. And I found that out a few weeks ago when I got an order and it was a place and pay. Basically, you have to go to the restaurant and you have to order it and wait. Or you can call ahead. Some restaurants allow you to place an order over the phone. And that's typically what I try to do. When an order comes in and it's a place and pay and it's not bad, I'll try to call ahead of time, so that way those are the few minutes. Hey, Pancake, let's go. I don't know if you just heard what I said about Uber Eats. You no longer get compensated if you get to a restaurant for a pickup and they happen to be closed, or for whatever the problem is. You don't no longer get compensated the $3, because that's what it used to be. And but I'm talking about an app called Favor. And I got the order. I called the restaurant, and with their heavy accent, I didn't completely understand. And I just simply thought that they don't do that type over the phone. So I was like, okay, we'll just go to the restaurant and pick it up, place it when we get there. No worries. I'm just glad that you were able to pop in. Good morning and half a day. But so I get there, and as soon as he sees my phone, he's like, no, we don't do that. We don't do business with that app, is what he said. We don't do business with that app. And I'm like, okay, if you don't do business with the app, your restaurant is in the app as an option for customers to choose and order from. But it's like, no, we don't do business with that app. So I ended up having to call support. And, one of the first things they say is, unfortunately, yeah, we have to do what the restaurant is requesting or whatever they're saying. So if they're saying they can't fulfill the order and yada, yada, yada. One of the things the customer service had suggested was that maybe you can contact the customer and see if they want to order from a similar restaurant. But I wouldn't be getting paid any more to go that extra length. And I was like, no, I'm just going to drop the order. No compensation. Something that was out of the driver's hand. No compensation for the Favor app. Sorry. Just want to make sure it's not. Okay. Okay. What's the largest order you ever got? And did they tip? The largest order so far just happens to be on the same app I just got through talking about with Favor. It was a grocery curbside pickup, and it was for $78, I believe, and it was for 185 items. It filled up the trunk and it filled up the back seat. And thank goodness I had my husband with me, because it did take several trips. Even with his help, it did take several trips to unload the car to make the delivery. And the tip was $60. So to date, That is actually my highest. I've been on the hunt on Instacart, or even Spark. With Walmart Spark is the best app that we like to use, but I've I'm still on the hunt for those unicorn orders, you know, the ones that are $100 or more. And I've yet to see anything like that. I mean, I've seen people, other gig tubers, you know, showing that those are orders they've gotten, you know, in different states. And I'm not sure if I've seen anybody that I follow. I have to check their videos again, but I don't think I've seen anybody that I follow that's in Texas like me have those high dollar orders that are $100 or more. I'm not sure, but I'm on the hunt. So my highest order across any of the apps has been almost $80. So I'm still waiting for my unicorn order where it's what do you call that? More than $100. I'm hoping I get that. I mean, and I'm just hoping it's not going to be something that's going to be extremely, because again, with Instacart, yes, at least you know what you're shopping for or picking up. It'll show you the items. But with the Favor app, it just tells you the number of items. It doesn't tell you what you're picking up. You know, it can be 10 items, it can be 200 items, but you don't know what. It could be 10 cases of water. It could be 212 packs of drinks. So you never know until you go pick it up. But with Instacart, for those that I have seen get those high dollar orders, usually it's, you know, from businesses, and it's the you like it? It's usually, you know, the big items, big bulky items. So yeah, that part I'm not looking forward to. If I ever get lucky to come across and get that high dollar, or as D of Gig Work 101 would say, a slapper. Psh, psh. Yeah, a big slapper. That would be a big slapper to get $100 or more for a job. So I'm still waiting. So that was iPhone. That was Uber Eats. Oh, and speaking of our favorite app, and we found this out. Actually, this would be probably the second time I've heard about this. But apparently, on the Walmart Spark, customers have the option to, and it makes no sense as well. Actually, it does. I take that back. The customers do have an option for when you're going to pick it up as a curbside, for the items to be brought out without bags, you know, because they might bring their own bags and it can be loaded into those when they go to pick it up. But apparently this is something that happened like just a couple of days ago, that happened to my aunt, my husband's mom's sister. Hey, Fran, half a day. Thank you for popping in. I'm just talking about something that happened with my aunt and Walmart Spark. So she had placed an order for curbside delivery. I'm sorry, for home delivery. And, you know, she's looking out her window at the time that she happens to see the driver pull up. She walks away to do something, and then she comes, you know, she goes to the door, just, you know, hoping that she'll catch the driver in time to say, thank you. And she says she opens the door, and just in time for the driver to be getting back into their car, and she looks down, and everything that she had ordered was just sitting on her porch without the bags. So she had ordered spice. So something as small as this, you know, bottle of spice or whatever to the larger items were just all placed on her porch. And she's like, "What is this?" And the driver's letting her know, like, Walmart told me you had placed an order to not put your stuff in bags. Which, that part for sure makes no sense. Why would a customer, and she's aware of this, she's like, yeah, you do see the option if you're doing it as a curbside pickup. Because if I were to bring my own bags and not have to worry about tons of plastic bags to deal with afterwards, yeah. So when they bring it to the car, they just load it into my own bags. But for home delivery, why would someone select that? And she said she knows that she didn't select for it to be delivered without bags. And that makes no sense. I mean, I've yet to be on the customer side of the Walmart delivery app. And I keep telling the hubby, just so we can see from a customer's point of view on what the app looks like for, when you're selecting your items, once it goes to the cart, and how you set it up for delivery, and even, do a curbside pickup, just again, so we can see it from a customer point of view on what it looks like. So when we get those questions, because as the driver and as the shopper, customers are constantly asking, can you do this? Can you do that? And unfortunately, at least for now, the Walmart Spark is not that flexible. The app isn't that flexible unless the customer sets it up that way for substitutes, or even just leaving it open to where the driver or the shopper can select a substitute. I know in California, sometimes the stores run out of bags, and Roy went to the meat department and grabbed meat bags to bag everything up so he didn't have to deliver without bags. Oh, wow. That is definitely I mean, I've been to a store where thankfully my order at the time that happened was not large. It was a very small order, just a couple of items, but the Walmart store was out of plastic bags, just like you said. I didn't even think about seeing if the meat bags or even the produce bags were still available. You have to pay in California for bags, though, usually. Not sure about Walmart. We have some places like that in Texas. Austin is one of those places to where they're bagless. You have to bring your own bags. So, on that one there. But for apps, I mean, because when we went to Colorado in October, Colorado went bagless, just last year. So we were like, and that was going to be the first time working in a market where customers have to bring their own bags. We're like, how's that going to work? Thankfully, in a situation like that, at least there in Colorado, the store does provide paper bags for the Spark drivers. Yeah, they should just charge the customer for reusable bags, like $1 per bag or something. Yeah, I honestly, for that part, I don't know. I don't know how that would work on charging that much. I mean, especially for Instacart and DoorDash, because they also work with Aldi. And Aldi, you have to pay, if you don't bring your own stuff and you want it in bags, you have to pay for those paper bags or the cold bags or whatever. And I honestly don't know. The name sounds familiar. I don't know what the charge is to the customer, or if it's the app that actually covers that expense. So that part I don't know. Like I said, in Texas, there are some areas that have gone bagless. From Preacher. Hey, and I just finished watching that series a month ago. A little over a month ago. No, I'm thinking of Reacher, not Preacher. different TV show. So I don't know how that works, honestly. Again, because I've never done the I've used Uber Eats before for home delivery, but that was from a HEB. So I don't know how the how it works with stores that, you know, you have to pay for the bags. Because I know when I've doing DoorDash and doing a shopping order for a customer, usually at the end it'll ask how many bags did you use. So again, I don't know if that's an expense DoorDash or Instacart is picking up, or that's something that they turn around and charge to the customer. So that part, I don't know how that works. And Fran, I don't know if you were aware of this, but it was one of the first things that I was talking about, in case if you're still there. For those that are iPhone users and they want to support YouTube channels by purchasing memberships, unfortunately, if you're using an iPhone and I believe also an iPad, and you're attending their live stream and you want to purchase, if you click on that money symbol, the $ symbol that you see at the bottom of the chat box, for iPhone users, it's actually only going to give you two options, and that's the super stickers and the super chat. But if you're an Android user like myself, when you click on that, you're going to see all three options. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was just, because I didn't know about that, because I use an Android. So I've only ever seen all three options when I've clicked on that $. So I didn't know that that was a thing until the other night when I was on Sunny's live and she happened to have Mary on there with her. I have an Android, but I have had to help others with the iPhone issue. So that's good to know. So now you know. So when you finally get monetized, you can let your followers know, which now that's what I'm going to be doing occasionally for my fellow iPhone users. If you want to support my live stream by purchasing my memberships, you can do it on your computer while I'm live. I just try and help by posting the link to the channel. Oh, and that's, I do that as well. I do have it in the description box, and I don't know if it pops up, especially since you just came into my live stream. I don't know if it pops up as a little message when you entered the live stream. Did it pop up a message about my membership? Because I thought I selected that option in the settings. Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure, because one of my previous live streams, I had asked those that had entered the live stream if they seen that option, and they said they didn't. So I was wondering if it's working now. So glad to hear that it's working. Yes. It's off, I was gonna say. I am on my PC though. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So that does make sense, because when I was on my laptop and I entered in a couple of live streams, that is true. I would see that for sure more when I'm doing that on my laptop compared to when I pop into someone's live stream through my phone. So I guess it does make a difference on that for the messaging. If it works on phones, let me try on my phone. So that's something else to know, is that I guess phones still has its limitations, whether iPhone or Android. And you pop into someone's live stream and they're monetized, you might not always see the information about that they're offering memberships, compared to if you pop into their live stream from a computer. Like my Christmas bling bling? This is actually a necklace that I just put on top of my head. It's not popping up on my phone. Okay. But this is my another part of my holiday attire that I try to be wearing I tried on account and another one. Okay. Well, that's another thing that's good to know. That's part of the more you know. Oh, it's just part of my dorkiness that is shining through. BRB, I just popped. Thank you, thank you. Sometimes I wear my Santa hat, or sometimes I wear my antlers. But it's a pain in the butt wearing this and getting in and out of the car, because uh-oh. It's trying, my car is trying to pick up my husband's phone on the radio. Well, thank you for doing that though, Fran. Thank you. I had my head on everything. Yeah, that's, and the other day when I was wearing it all day, yesterday actually, I was wearing this all day, and I learned how to be getting in and out of the car without hitting the antlers. Well, I found myself repeating that movement today, getting in and out of the car, even though I wasn't wearing the antlers. You know, basically I have to keep my head tilted in a certain way getting into the car as I'm reaching to close the door, just so it doesn't hit the door frame as I'm getting in and out. And I found myself doing that, and I'm like tilting my head, and I'm like, what am I doing? And the other day I couldn't wear it because it was windy and it kept knocking it off my head, so I had to wear my Santa hat on that day. But I try to rotate. I've yet to walk around. I've only done it in the car. I've yet to walk around with the lights on my head though. Hey Nicole, half a day. No, it's a necklace. The lights are necklace. Both of this, the antlers, the antler headband, and the necklace I got from Walgreens. So I told myself that once December 1st hit, I'm going to start wearing my Christmas bling. But like I said, I've yet to do the lights thing. Walking around, sitting in the car at home is one thing, but I don't know if I would do it walking around. Thank you. It is fun. I think I have one of my photos where it was just a necklace, but it was one of those stretchy kinds, and it was really colorful for Christmas. And I actually ended up wearing it like a headband. I put it across my forehead and wrapped it around my ears, and I just wore it kind of like a headband. I was trying to see if I could find that necklace because I wanted to do the same thing, but I couldn't find it. I might, especially that it gets, you know, it gets darker sooner. I definitely, when the hubby's driving, I can't put it on the flashing. Wait, there's, haha. There you go. I hope so. Well, I mean, so far, since working here though, and I've been wearing I've gotten compliments whether they said that they liked I think it was more on the Santa hat, because the Santa hat, I don't know if I can find it in here or not, but you'll see it on my other videos, but the Santa hat actually has these light bulbs on it. And I've gotten more comments wearing that hat. And it does light up just like this. It has the 3 settings of the fast, the slow, and a solid. But I was hoping Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit, but nothing so far. Let's see. Let's go back to the, there you go, the flashing. So I don't, so just to give an update, I don't know if you've experienced it yet, Fran, now that you've hit your 1 year anniversary, and congratulations. But, in reference to your watch hours, I don't know if you've experienced it yet where even though you know you've earned some watch hours, nothing updated, meaning it didn't go up, it just stayed the same, or if you lost watch hours. I don't know if you've experienced that yet. But I tell you, it can. Okay. It is very, for those of you guys that are watching this, you know, as a live or even as a replay and you get to this point, but if you're on the road to getting your channel monetized and you hit your 1 year mark from your first upload, you are going to start, if you're not monetized by that point, every video that hits, and because that's what's been happening to me, every video that hits its 1 year mark, if you're not monetized, the watch hours that was earned a year ago, even if it's still earning new views, you can still earn those watch hours. It's just the hours that were earned initially. I got like 300. Oh, you got 300 watch hours to go still? And I'm still doing my random playlist to where I have you, I have Sunny, a couple of other YouTubers that I started following recently, and I still have Ray, and of course my own videos. I create a playlist, you know, kind of like how we talked about before, and so I still create one differently every day, watching different videos and stuff like that to help everyone with their watch hours, because I think that is true, to make it more valid, I guess, so that way you're not just watching the same channel over and over again, you know, creating and just watching nothing but what's on their playlist. So this is an uphill battle. It is, but I think what you started doing, especially with your sunset lives, you know, that is such a fantastic idea that I'm like, can I do that too? But that is a great idea, and I think you're probably, you know, gonna get your watch hours a lot quicker than me when it comes to that, because like I said, I hit my 1 year back in September, October, November. So I'm like almost 3 months in after hitting my 1 year mark. So I really think, you know, you're gonna get yours a lot quicker. My first 3 or 4 months on YouTube, because I didn't have a job other than DoorDash, so I'll post like 3 or 4 times a week. Mine was November 15th when I posted my first regular video. So yeah, that means you were posting a lot. And just because it's something that I've been doing, I calculate. I was like, when I see videos that are coming up to their 1 year mark, I look how many watch hours that video earned, and I was like, okay, I know I'm getting ready to lose 3, 8, 15, whatever. And that's why my goal, so everybody that attends my live streams, that watches my videos, my goal is to try. It's very difficult, I know it is. I mean, even doing this Vlogmas challenge definitely is a challenge, posting every day. But I'm trying. My goal really is to try and get this channel fully monetized by January 1st. Because if I don't, my videos and my live streams, because that's at the start of the year, I think really I didn't start doing more live streams until March. But I started having more videos getting more views at the start of the year. So my goal is, yeah, My goal is to try and get this channel fully monetized by January 1st. I have been trying to either post or go live at least 5 times a week. I feel like trust me, I am right there with you. I mean, when I decided to do this Vlogmas, to post every day, you know, the tips that I saw was, you know, it doesn't have to be your regular long form time that you would do, you know, that's 10 minutes or longer. It can be 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. But, you know, just as long as you're getting your postings out there every day, and to select your topics for whatever. But I kind of decided at the last minute, you know, I think I decided like on the November 29th. And so that didn't give me a lot of time to really think it out about what it's going to take to post every day, whether it's those long form videos or just going live. And it's not easy for me to go live every day because I don't have any extra devices. So if I go live, I'm either using my phone or I'm using my husband's. And when we're both out there trying to do gig work, that means one of us is not making money. So yeah. And if I and Sheila of living in Cyprus, what she does, she actually has the smaller tablet. She's used that, because I've even asked her what she used as a second device when she's doing a live stream and she's doing gig work. She doesn't have a extra phone, but she was using a tablet. I have an iPad, so that's too big for me to try and do, you know, to use as a second device. I only have one phone, so I can't do live ride-alongs. Yeah. That's why I do the sunset lives, which was an awesome idea. Or I do the driving home with... Okay. Yeah, see, and is this the same? Either I go live on the way to work or on the way home, because, you know, back home in Texas, we're driving 35 minutes or more or so to a different zone to where we know we can make more money. So sometimes I would spend that time to go live and then still live stream for a little bit longer even after getting there. And then the same thing for the drive home. I gave my son his, and oh, oh, kidified. Yeah, and I think for an iPad it would just be too large, and I wouldn't know where to place it in my car, to where, especially if we're driving, you know, where am I supposed to put it? Because most of the phone holders are not designed for iPads. I mean, I did purchase one phone holder that was for an iPad, but it was a cup holder type. Hey, Cargo, half a day. Yeah, we'll be driving back to Texas tomorrow. So we can't wait to get back there, because in the 2 weeks, as of tomorrow, that we've been here in South Carolina, even though this market, and because we focus on Walmart Spark, has 11 Walmarts, you know, we don't know this market very well, so we don't know the best times, the best days. You know, we just kept coming out here every day that we could to try and make money. And I'll tell you, our average out here, back home in Texas, we can average anywhere from $22 or more an hour. But since we've been out here, with the exception of yesterday, yesterday was probably the only day we actually did what we could normally do on a Saturday. And we did over $200. But prior to that, we were averaging less than $20. We were doing like $12 to $15 an hour. Maybe get 2 of those magnet ones and then slip the magnet ring on the back of the iPhones. So 2 magnetic mounts on your dash. Well, that's an idea. That's an idea. I mean, but the iPad definitely is heavy. And I feel you on that. That's actually how it was actually before coming out to South Carolina. I don't know what it was. But we noticed there for Walmart Spark especially, I think it was probably a week and a half that it was unusually slow in October. And or was it at the start of November? I think it was at the start of November that Walmart Spark was unusually slow. That we weren't, you know, that just meant that we were working longer, or working an extra day just to make up for money that we didn't make. And so I'm hoping, I am hoping once we get back home to Texas and get back into the swing of things, that we can start making that money. Because with the holidays, yeah, we're still not ready for Christmas. This is probably the most decorated thing. We're not even sure if we're going to decorate the house because, I know it's already December 8th. And we've been out here since the week of Thanksgiving. So no decorating yet. And I don't know if we are going to put up any decorations, being, by the time we get home and go through that whole process, we put our Christmas tree up and we have lights up on our windows and doors for our apartment. Yeah, so who knows? Maybe the only thing I will decorate, it'll be a very minimal decoration year. And I think the last time that ever happened, our two younger ones were still toddlers when we kept decoration to a minimum. But I think I'm probably just going to decorate this table that I have in my entryway and just put up some of the Christmas decoration there, just so we still have the holiday spirit in our house. Because it'll be depressing to walk into the house every day after a long day of work and not seeing any Christmas decoration. So, I mean, there's several households there back home in Texas, and so one person is not hosting events all the time. We started rotating, especially for the larger holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I thought I would be able to be the one to host Christmas, but I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be possible. So it's going to have to be one of the other households to host Christmas. Out of the households, we are the one who live the furthest away, at least until one of my other sisters join us there in Texas. Then she'll be the one that's the furthest away. She'll be 2.5 hours away from the main meeting point for everybody. I'm only about 35 minutes away. She'll be about 2 to 2.5 hours away. But I'm looking forward to that, to having another sibling where we're at. So that'll make, out of the 7 girls in my family, that'll make 4 in Texas. It just doesn't feel like Christmas like it usually does. Aw. Yeah. 7 girls. They'll be, and then 4 of us will be here in Texas now, because my sister that's right above me, her and her husband are military, so they're getting stationed in Texas, and they'll be 2 hours away from me. So that'll be awesome. So if they are coming down for the weekend, I know where they'll be staying. It'll be like it was when we were both our families were stationed in Germany, but we were at 2 different bases. So, and it was only 45 minutes apart. So either one weekend we go to her, or another, or vice versa. Or they'll come down to us. So, but yeah, it's especially, and I think we really started to feel it as the kids got older, how the holidays always changed, from starting with Halloween, because once they hit high school and graduated as well, you know, they got less into helping decorate, give out candy. And then, I mean, because we don't even decorate for Halloween anymore, especially once, you know, they moved out and stuff like that. We don't even decorate for Halloween anymore. So that for us is what makes these holidays a little bit different, when not having your babies living at home anymore. The motivation is not always there. Yes, that was when I found out we were going, and she was there. Yeah, it was really cool. It was really nice. I mean, yes, yeah, exactly. That's why I think the last time we kept it at a minimum, the two younger ones, you know, they didn't, it didn't really make a big deal, because they were pretty much still babies. They were 2 and 3, I think, that year. So it wasn't something that was going to be a big impact, that I didn't really decorate for Christmas. I think what I ended up doing was, it was a place that, it was a door hanger decoration type thing of a Christmas tree that you put on your door. I actually used that, and I stuck that up on the wall. That's what I did for one of those Christmases, because my eldest daughter was with her dad at the time. I think if she was living with us at the time for that specific Christmas, I probably would have done still, you know, maybe a small tree. But yeah, that's all I did, was put that up. I think I put like one of those, the green, what do you call that? The garland. And I just traced around the TV. So yeah, it was very minimal when it came to doing the decorations. So, and it's been a long time since I've done that. And I think that's how it's going to be this year. But at least we're going to get some decorations up. So, it is 6 o'clock South Carolina time. I don't know what time we are heading out tomorrow morning. And it's going to be, you know, right now the plan is it's still going to be a straight drive, you know, of just over 16 hours on the road, because that's including the stopping for gas and to eat. But for the drive home, the only difference is, you know, on the way here, it was smooth driving because we didn't come across any bad weather. On the way home, we might not be so lucky. Yeah. When we did it, I was like, man, it's gonna be a long drive. It'd be like, are we there yet? But for 2.5 hours, I did a live stream. It was a half hour for the first one, because I ended up getting cut off for bad reception. And then right before we hit Georgia, I started doing another live stream. So that kind of helped pass the time towards the end there. Hey, Roy, half a day. Thank you so much for popping in. But yeah, so I'm going to try again to do a couple of live streams on the drive back, because like I said, it helped. You know, my husband didn't really agree when I said, see, that wasn't so bad to do a live stream while, you know, to help pass the time. And he's like, uh-huh. So I'm looking to do that again. Well, half a day. That's how we say hello in Guam, even though I'm in South Carolina at the moment. Thank you so much for watching and popping in. Yeah, just part of it. Because he's not big on being on my videos. Whether it's just, you know, the ones that I would post later, or especially the live streams. He always gives me a look when I turn the phone on him when I'm recording any video clips or anything like that. Maybe just part of, yeah, that is the only downside, especially if I don't really have anybody that's popped into the live stream at the time, you know, that I see the counter drop down to 0. So I'm just like, yeah, okay, I'll just, you know, you guys can just watch the road, and if I see somebody pop in, then I'll start talking again. Because, yeah, I know, and that's my hubby for you. But yesterday's video that I did for my Vlogmas, I told him, and he was like, ah. But he was a good sport about it. Yesterday's Vlogmas video, in case you guys haven't seen it, it really was talking about how it is for us working together and being around each other all day long. Yeah. I mean, don't let this demeanor fool you. I'm actually shy. And my husband, he says he's an introvert, but he is an introvert at the same time. He has no problem, especially when he sees someone that's from Guam. He's like, hey, they're from Guam. Hey, go say hi. They're from Guam. And I'll be like, no, just because they're from Guam doesn't mean I know them. You know, so I'm more shy and not as outgoing. But, you know, with him, he's just a natural talker. And he'll talk to a complete stranger like he's talking to a friend. So, and I'm just like, you're just a natural when it comes to that. But with me, I'm a little bit shy. But when it comes to being recorded, then you really see that introvert side of it. He's like, no, leave me alone. No cameras, please. So, yeah, that is funny. And because typically I'm the one behind the camera. Especially, you know, with family gatherings and stuff. I mean, I've kind of slacked ever since I started focusing more on getting content for my channel. Unfortunately, I have slacked on being the family photographer. You know, whatever the gathering may be, I'm usually the one that's taking my phone and taking pictures of everybody just so we can have memory to look back on it. But because I use my phone for content for my channel, and some of the stuff, you know, I keep on my phone, so my memory thing on it, I have to go back. I have to delete, just so I can make more room so I can take pictures and videos of any gatherings, which I feel bad. I feel really bad that we should have done that. Speaking of photos, but my husband and I just had lunch, dinner, kind of a late lunch, early dinner type thing with his mom and her sisters, because we were celebrating one of her sister's birthday. And I feel really bad that we didn't take any group photos. Babe, I know you're watching this live stream. Why didn't you take any photos? So, yeah, normally I'm the one. They probably would not have wanted that. I don't know. Now we won't know because I didn't take any photos. So, yeah, I've been slacking. I've been slacking on being the family photographer. Oh, wait. Sorry. I guess I wasn't seeing the chats. Normally the chats are popping up, but what did I miss? Yes, I'm still in the car. Hi, Becca. Thank you for popping in, and thanks, Roy. Again, I was wondering why I wasn't seeing anything popping up. I'm so sorry about that I wasn't responding. This is actually a necklace. It's a necklace. But I don't like wearing it down here because then it just highlights me from the bottom up. So I just want to wear it on my head instead. But I don't know why it's not doing. Okay. Yes, I'm still in the car. It's draining for me. I have to be in control of the camera. When I'm live, my hand gets tired. That is true. That's why if I can, right now I have the phone that folds, the Z Fold, which if you guys are ever looking into getting this type of phone, me personally, don't. Because at least maybe they fixed it now for the newer models, but for the model that I have, which I think was the Z Fold 3, it was the second year after it first came out. I've got a crack down the middle of my screen. Yeah, and it's gonna cost me $200 to $600 to get it fixed. So yeah, and the $200 is with insurance, with that silly insurance. If I were to have lost this phone or someone stole it, it was gonna cost me $600 to get this phone replaced with insurance. So anyways, that's my thing about the Z Fold. I mean, it's awesome because it opens up to be like a tablet. But anyways, so I have it opened up as a tablet right now. That's probably why the quality isn't that great. I mean, I know I'm sitting outside and it's dark, but even before it got dark, I noticed that the quality of the video isn't like it normally is. Because all my live streams, I don't have it open like this. It's usually closed and I'm using the camera from the other side. So I guess the camera on the inside isn't as strong. I don't know how that works, but that's just weird. That the quality of this video with my phone open like this isn't as good as when it's folded. But yeah, I just have it sitting on my dash. Because otherwise I am holding it like this, because the phone holders that we have are this would only fit if I have my phone closed. Okay, chats aren't still popping up. Okay, what am I missing? I guess it's my arm throwing him under the bus on a this happens all the time with chat. Yeah, the puppet master's poor hand and arm because of this silly. Well, you know what, Roy? Your arm should be nice and strong by now. Buy a new phone. I'd love to. They should pay for it if it's because they're cracks. Exactly. And I even asked, actually, I did bring that up. Now that I think about it, I did bring that up when I first looked. Okay, friend, thank you so much for popping in. Tell Caleb hi, or should I say half a day. Have a good night. Thank you. Maybe I'll catch you on the live stream tomorrow. Like I said, I'm hoping, yeah, if you're just now popping in, I'm currently live streaming from South Carolina because we're here visiting my husband's family, but we are heading back home tomorrow with a long drive. We'll be on the road just over 16 hours back to Texas. And send out some positive vibes and prayers. Oh yeah? Okay, so that's the plan. Whether we follow through with it, we don't know. But the weather is forecasted to rain tomorrow and Tuesday and maybe even Wednesday. So the plan is that we are leaving tomorrow. So we'll see. It might be tomorrow, it might be Tuesday, but I'm hoping it's tomorrow because I'm ready to get back home and start making some of that money again in our market. But either way, whether it's tomorrow or Tuesday, it's going to be a long drive, and we'll see, because I only drive 1 to maybe 5% of the time, because the only time he lets me drive is when he's tired and he's going to take a nap and go to sleep. Otherwise, he wants to be the one in control. I don't drive fast enough for him. Oh boy, really? Well, please send out some positive vibes out there, folks. If you're watching this, send out those positive vibes that the weather and the travel between here and Texas will be, even if it rains, that it won't be bad. Pray, send out positive vibes for light rain, no storm, no flooding for sure, and maybe even clear skies. Come on, send it out there. Send it out there. Put out the positive vibes. No weather issues. No weather issues. Oh my goodness. Hey Roy, do you have, speaking of phones, do you have an Android or an iPhone? And Becca, if you're still there, I'm sorry that I missed it when you first popped in. Like I said, and now the chats are apparently popping up again. You have both? Okay. Did you know about the issues with the iPhone and memberships? I only found this out recently, like 2 days ago. That apparently if you're watching someone's live stream from your iPhone, oh, okay. But if you're watching someone's live stream from your iPhone or even iPad, I believe is the same issue. But if you're wanting to support that channel by purchasing their membership, when you click on that little $ when you're watching from an iPhone, you won't see the membership option. You're only going to see the super chat and the super sticker to purchase, that you'll still be able to purchase to support the channel. But if you want to purchase the membership while you're watching from your iPhone or iPad, the option's not there. And the two ways that you get around that, of course, one is to just use your computer to get onto that while the person is still live streaming, and you'll be able to see the option then. To where you can see memberships and you can purchase it that way. Or you can be gifted a membership, and then once you renew, then you're able to renew and continue supporting the channel that way. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. So yeah, because Mary was the one who showed me that the other day when we were talking about it, and she was like, yeah, did you know this? And I was like, no. So that's a heads up now that I'm going to be doing occasionally, or I might just announce it in the description box for iPhone users or iPad. If you're watching my, the live stream and you want to purchase the membership. Those are the only two ways that I know of so far that Mary shared with. And, we even tested it out because she was using several different devices that night. How she showed you can see all three options from an Android, but you couldn't see all three options from an iPhone or I think she showed an iPad, but iPhone for sure. And the only way to get around that is either you're gifted a membership and then you just renew on your own from there through Google, or you just purchase the membership on a laptop or a computer. So yeah, that was very interesting and good to know now that I can do membership. So that was definitely good to know. So right now, even though I'm still wearing a jacket, it says that it's 64 degrees compared to how it was yesterday and even the day before. Even just before it got completely dark, it would get down into the low 40s and even into the 30s. You're welcome. That's why this live stream was part of my Vlogmas posting, as well as my The More You Know. And that was the first thing I talked about at the start of the live stream for the iPhone users. If you want to support my channel, use your computer to purchase my membership. But yeah, so that's, like I said, I think moving forward, either I might announce it directly on the live stream or just put it in my description box. But as I mentioned, you know, it's already after 6 o'clock. I still I know my hubby is one of my viewers right now, figuring out what we're going to do for the rest of the night and decide for sure if we're leaving tomorrow. But for those of you guys that have been here watching my channel quietly or participating in the chat, thank you so much for joining. I do hope that you guys will keep coming back, because I do plan on going live again over the next couple of days as to help my channel and to continue this journey to 1,000 subs and to finally fully monetize my channel. But again, as you know, as we say in Guam, in Chamorro, that's the name of our language, how we say thank you in Chamorro is Siduus Masi. So Siduus Masi, or thank you. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. I'll catch you guys on my next video or live stream. Stay safe out there, especially if you are out there working right now. Stay safe, make that money. But I'll catch you guys on the next video. Adios for now. Bye. Thanks, Roy. Have a good night. Bye. Don't forget to smash that like button on the way out.